How are we all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Psychic Saturday Night Live. Blue Moon Edition. Yeah, Blue Moon Edition. Oh, that reminds me. Where are they? Hold on. I'll let everybody jump on and... What did I do with those? All right. How are we all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know. Everybody's like, where the hell are you? I'm here. I cannot find... Oh, for God's sakes. Ah! Hi, everybody. I'm here. I'm here. But my cards aren't. I'm missing a deck of cards. The one deck I wanted to use tonight, of course. Wouldn't you know? Not prepared for this evening. I just kind of... excuse me, jumped in here. Oh my good gravy. I don't know where it would be. I don't know where it went. Okay, anyway, obviously, we're not meant to use that tonight. The Moonology cards that I was looking to use tonight. I guess I'm not moving or using tonight. That's okay. It's all good. We're going to use these instead. And what else? What's the other ones? Spirit? Oh, yes. Thank you. You gotta trust. You gotta trust when Spirit starts talking. All right. Blue Moon Edition. You know, Blue Moon. Blue moons are when 2 full moons happen in 1 calendar month. And thanks to the Gregorian calendar, we have 31 days in May. This year, giving us an opportunity to have 2 full moons on the 1st and the 31st of May. Yeah. So here we are. And you know, that whole saying of once in a blue moon, that's because that's how rare it happens. It doesn't happen very often for sure. So yeah, here we are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What a beautiful day it was here today for us. Those of us in this particular area and province. I hope it's nice for you wherever you are, because the weather certainly is much nicer when it's warm. I think it's much nicer when it's warm. I love the 4 seasons, don't get me wrong. All right, so hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Psychic Saturday Night Live. Yeah, Blue Moon Edition. It's a very lucky time. This month of May is very much a kind of a portal. The month of May is kind of a portal for luck and for wonderful things to show up and become a part of your world, your life, and your experience. Kind of cool. A lot of blooming going on, blossoming, and growth. Big time growth. So yeah. And with that, of course, we have influences that help us with that growth. So a couple weeks back there, Pluto went retrograde on the 6th day of May. Yeah. And Pluto's all about karma, subconscious blocks, past life stuff, just stuff, things you need to deal with, stuff that's really important to be acknowledged or to take care of or to address. And so, yeah, Pluto's been packing a punch. And so this moon in particular is also very strong. Now, this is actually the Wesak moon. In Buddhist traditions, this is the moon, the birthday, the death day, and the day of enlightenment or ascension of the Buddha. And how wild is that? You die on the day you're born. I actually know of one other person who actually did that very thing, and that's a very powerful thing to do. Certainly not by mistake, coincidence, or accidents when those kinds of things take place. But anyway, nonetheless, this Wesak moon is known as the, that most important Buddhist holiday. And so, yeah, it carries a lot of energy. And usually, what happens is, because we only usually have one May full moon, it's usually more towards the beginning. But anyway, this time it is this particular end of the month moon. What else is it known as? That's it? No, just the birth, death, and the enlightenment of Buddha, right? A lot of beautiful, peaceful harmony energies being thrown our way. So if you can grab a hold of a bunch of them, use them for everything. Because right now the world's in a bit of a tizzy. And Mercury, although it feels for many people, including myself, that Mercury has been retrograde consistently, it has not, and does not go retrograde until the end of June, pretty much almost a month from now. So if things are interrupted, if communications are jumbled up, misaligned, whatever it might be, if that kind of stuff is happening, that's more than likely the effect of Pluto and perhaps the full moon stuff. But anyway, nonetheless, so 4:45 tomorrow morning a.m. Here, EDT. Yeah, so hang on to your hats, ride it out, breathe through it all, and know that no matter what you're going through or growing through, good things are coming for all of us. So yeah, a little bit of housekeeping, not a lot. Till tomorrow night, you can get the Scratch the Surface 6th lesson. You can run it over 6 weeks if you want, but 6th lesson journey. It's a little tiny journey from dark to light, kind of scratching the surface about what this kind of shadow work stuff is all about. And for those of you who are interested but aren't necessarily ready to take the big old dive into the deepest parts of you just yet, just to kind of get a feel for what this is all about, stick your toe in the water and check out the temperature, Scratch the Surface might be perfect for you for that. $23 till tomorrow night at midnight. So check your email or check my Facebook page feed there, because there's a PayPal link there. You can go ahead and grab it and I'll send you the link. It comes with little mini meds. It's awesome. If anybody's ever worked with me before and you've had meditations with me, you know how effective they can be. And so this particular little mini program is, you can't beat it, $23. And then it only goes up to $29 anyway. So, either tomorrow night by $23, or for $23 by tomorrow night at midnight, or $29 after that. You can't go wrong, I tell you right now, because these 6 lessons are very helpful in introducing you to what shadow work is all about, what it looks like, what it feels like, what you can kind of expect from it, even though you really shouldn't expect anything or can't really expect anything. We ought not to expect anything. I'm trying to eliminate the word should from my vocabulary. Anyway, okay, so that's the Scratch the Surface. And we're gearing up for what? For the solstice in June. The summer solstice is our zenith. It's our peak of light. Like it is, we've been working on this since the winter solstice. So for those who are, following along maybe and waiting for the Know Thyself program, which once again launches again in winter solstice, this is a great segue for that. Heading into the Know Thyself, you can clear out all kinds of crap from your baggage and, relieve yourself, of the weight that you've been carrying, and relieve, the heaviness of that stuff. And so when you go into the Know Thyself program in December, if you're interested in doing that, that's the deep dive for the whole year about who you really are and what you're at, what your level of awareness is and consciousness is. This segue is awesome. It's called Me and My Shadow, and it is a deep dive into shadow work for you. It's a 6-month journey from summer solstice to the winter solstice, when the Know Thyself begins. And this particular 6-month deep dive is truly some of the most intense experiences you'll come across. And so, just as is my signature, I don't leave you hanging. I don't just shove a bunch of videos and material your way and say, here, good luck with that. I'm with you every step of the way. And we get to talk every single week. Every single week. Any questions you have, any issues that have come up, you get not just only, me and my abilities and my psychic awareness and all of that stuff, but Merlin and his team always step in. And your team always comes in to say, hey, this is something you need to know about too. So you can't beat that. Like one-to-one, engagement. Most coaches don't offer that, but I do. So yeah. And so it's worth the investment in you. I give the time and I make the commitment to you so long as you're willing to make that commitment to yourself as well. So if you're interested in doing the deep dive, and then maybe later on taking the Know Thyself, or just doing the deep dive just to get to know who you are on a different level altogether, check it out, because it launches in June at the summer solstice, and then the doors close. Like, you don't get it again until the following June. Like, these programs run on natural cycles. That's not my intention necessarily. I would love to just throw anybody in anytime they want, willy-nilly throughout the year, but there's energetic experience that's going on here, and Merlin designed them this way, so that you have that influence of the energetic experience right along with it. With the planets going through and growing through, so are you. And what you grow through, so does the planet. So it's really very powerful. Anyway, so there we have it. So yes, that's the housekeeping. Oh, no, one more thing. Keep an eye out, because the June 1st, we're going to do mini meds on Monday. And so we're going to throw up, not throw up, I'm going to post, you know what I mean. I'm going to post a mini med, like 15, 20 minutes or whatever, on my Facebook page, and probably even on YouTube. I'll throw one up there too. And you get a chance every Monday to enjoy a mini meditation. And as I said the other week there, I believe I announced it last week on the Psychic Saturday Night Live, it most likely will reflect the Saturday Night Live experience or the material that came out. So yeah, pay attention, keep your eyes peeled. I know that many of you don't get to see my feed or my posts as often as you used to. Like my stuff, comment on my things, and that will come up more for you. But I am, I have been told I've been put to the bottom of the list, if you know what I mean. So Facebook doesn't necessarily like me or my material. But if you do, please go right ahead and either, follow me, like and subscribe, whatever the heck it is you do, comment, yada, yada. But make sure that that algorithm is connected to you and you to me, and then you got this stuff going on. So, okay. So, is that it? Yeah. Mini meds, scratch the surface, me and my shadow, which is, I'm telling you, it's going to be an amazing journey, especially this Know Thyself. I cannot tell you how amazing this program has been. We're heading into the 6-month mark. We started, of course, at the winter solstice, and anybody who's really interested in learning about who you really are on the divine level, like in a divine way, and an awareness that is not just of this material world. If you really want to learn how to live your life being in the world but not of it, I highly recommend you look into the Know Thyself, because come winter solstice, we open the portal, and once it shuts, that's it. We create this beautiful container, and it's been remarkable. Quite an amazing. I'm like just blown away by this program. Never put anything out like this before. So yeah. And of course, like I said, this me and my shadow segue right into that. Oh, you just can't go wrong. When you clear out the darkness, you light up. Everybody lights up. We all light up to do exactly what we came to do. And the only way for us to really dispel the darkness on this planet at this time, and believe you me, there's plenty of it, is to light ourselves up. Light ourselves up, whether it's through truth that you come to, to know for yourself, to be in the awareness of. And, there's a lot of stuff going on. I really want to stress this to people. They're pushing hard on the fear. Like they really are pushing hard on the fear factor for everybody. They want everybody to be afraid. They want everybody to be in that lower vibration so that we are easily controlled, so that you are manipulated and frightened into obedience. And we are divine beings. We are children of the Most High. We are children of Source itself. We aren't meant to live in fear. We are creator beings. We created this whole world that we live in. The good, the bad, and the ugly. But still, without us, this would not exist. And so not one of us needs to live in fear, period. And so it's a big deal. And I don't know, you guys, but there's a video that went viral this week about a young man and his experience in BC. Send light to BC, first of all. Some of us have family out there. Send light to BC, because that's not, you know, that's not good. What's going on there? And they need as much light to expose that darkness and get rid of it as possible. And for those of you who know what I'm talking about, the truth. They don't want you talking about the truth. And so they, you know, for entertainment purposes only, are bent on squashing that stuff. So yeah, you know, but the more that know, the less darkness wins, right? The less darkness prevails. It just can't. It just can't. And there does come this liberation when the truth shines its light against the darkness, or at the darkness, not just against. I don't, you know, we have to recognize that it is a polarity. And while we talk in terms of combat, in a sense, that's what happens with polarity. You do meet a threshold, and that's sometimes what happens. So don't succumb to the fear, you know, and when you realize just how powerful you are, and that's exactly why they want you afraid, because they know the minute you figure that out, their power no longer overrides ours. I can't have that. They've truth bombed us through all kinds of stuff, like little red pills everywhere, through the entertainment or entrainment business, again, for entertainment purposes only. But go check out the movie Ants. I mean, there's a great scene there, you know, that really speaks to, you know, the whole deal. That if more people knew the power that they held and stood up with that power, the more miracles and magic can unfold and take place. So yeah, sunlight to BC, for God's sakes. And to a young man named Jordan. He's a truth teller. He's a whistleblower. And he's smart as a whip. Smart as a whip. So he knows the deal, and that's kind of why. That's kind of why they're doing what they're doing to him. But let's not live in fear. You know, we can't do that, because they win. The minute they, you know, the minute you feel that fear and you let it take over, they win. All right. Once in a blue moon, miracles can happen. Once in a blue moon, magic is, bam, made material. And actually way more often than once in a blue moon, I will tell you that. So there we have it. All right. Tarot. Brick. Moonology. And the Gateway of Light. Kyle Gray and Yasmin Volan. But let's start with the Greek Mythic Tarot. We're going to cut the deck. 3 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. See? 3 of Pentacles, all about the work. Work in the material world. The work we do for paychecks. The work we do to toil with. The things that we are constantly, you know, working out. And this Five of Pentacles. This was an anxiety card for so very many years, a fear of the unknown. This became so prominent in the beginning of 2020 and all the way since then. It is not just about the fear of the unknown. It's this incredible anxiety for the uncertainty of these times. It's where we are, right? And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm feeling from people. And that's why it's so important that we hold the faith. And well, we keep the faith, we hold the vision, and we trust the process. We win. It is absolute that we win. And even though it doesn't look like it all the time, we're making progress. We are getting somewhere. So don't give up. Do not lose your faith. Stay grounded. A lot of people need root chakra work, right? That's your primal space. That's the place that you hold energy about, you know, how you feel about being here in this world, how secure you feel, how strong you are in that security. And a lot of people are feeling anxiety that hadn't felt that for a long time. And I mean, even myself on occasion, you know, I did a lot of work many years ago to really strengthen that space. And even myself, when COVID hit, you could feel it. It was palpable. You could taste it, smell it, hear it everywhere. Just fear, 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 fear everywhere. And so many of us, you know, are holding that energy and trying to really help stabilize the security that we're here and we're going to be okay. Everything's going to be just fine. Fear not. Fear not. I know it looks like a shit show, but don't worry. It's going to be okay. All right. See, look at Three of Pentacles. 3 is a number of opportunity. Mind, body, and spirit lets you know that we can create from that space. There's an incredible potential here. Again, all about the material world. And 3 of Cups. The 3, that opportunity for the heart space where we can engage with spirit and unite in that strength to stabilize that root chakra so that we don't fear. You know, we know all is well. They're afraid. Those ones are afraid because they're losing their grip and they know it. They've lost their grip pretty much and they know it. 3 of Pentacles and what? The Magician. The Magician is all about energy. Work in the energy, you know, and really paying attention to the energy and working with it as you've paid attention to it. As we hit this full moon, up until 4:45 a.m. tomorrow morning, we're on this build-up. And then, bam, as soon as that peak comes, we're on the downside. So up until then, you're working on creating, you know, a release for yourself of all the things you don't want no more. And then, boom, you know, this beautiful let go allows you to think about just letting it flow. Just letting it flow. Whatever that was, just letting it flow. And letting it just be carried away. Very powerful time. Just gotta love this stuff. All right, mind, body, and spirit. Like we always do. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of those who are joining me here this evening. Yeah. Very cool. Okay. Mind, body, and spirit. What does spirit have to say to us and for us as we work this stuff out? So, in the mind space, we have what? The 2 of Swords. That's the mental plane. Those swords are all about what we think. Place of balance. Remember, that moon can help to really balance you out and to let go of some of that uncertainty, that anxiety, you know, whatever that might be. And know that it's okay. You might feel that kind of instability, but once the moon peaks and once everything shifts, boom, you're going to be in that place of, you know what? I got this. We're going to be fine. We're good. You're just reacting to the energy. I haven't checked, but I can probably wager a guess to say that the Schumann's off the charts again. We've been hit with so much solar activity and so many solar waves and just flares and whatever the heck else is out there. It's hard not to feel it. How do you not feel it? How do you not feel it? It's affecting everything. We are all energy. Every bit of us is energetic. You're going to feel it. In the space of the body, we have the 6 of Wands. Woohoo! The 6 of Wands. What an amazing card that is. It's the victory card. You see that? Look, That, my friends, is Jason having won back the fleece, the golden fleece, right? Because why? He regained his stability and he went in there to be the hero that he is, was destined to be. And he won back the golden fleece from the dragon. It meant he had to face some fears himself. A lot of fears. And in the physical world, in the body place, in the physical world, in the material realm, get you right here. Root, sacral, and solar. Like you can feel it moving up and down in these 3 physical chakras. You feel it. How do you not? You're in it. That's the 3rd density. 1, 2, 3. 3rd density, right there. 3rd dimensional space, 3rd density, 3 chakras. But we transcend that. We've done it before, we'll do it again. We're just riding these waves. And we're up sometimes, we're down sometimes. Sometimes we're in between as we make our way kind of fluidly bobbing along. But this lets us know. In the body space, we are victorious. We win. We win. The golden fleece, by the way, was a real thing, It wasn't just a story that people told. It literally was. The fleece was used to pan for the gold flakes and whatnot that the plates wouldn't pick up. So absorbing all that gold made those fleeces incredibly heavy and valuable. Incredibly so. So in the spirit space, what do we have? Page of Swords. And the page is all about what? Ideas in the mental space, and letting yourself be open to be inspired. Inspired. To let spirit in. Inspired. Spirit in. That's what this is about. Spirit says, just pay attention. We're here. We get these moments where we're like, oh my God, so much is going on. I'm like so all over the map, ungrounded, bewildered for some people, frustrated, worried in some cases for people. Not me, I don't worry, but a lot of people worry. Worry about the world, worry about the state of the world, the state of this country, the state of our provinces, individually. We're birthing something here, and it's messy. It's messy. Gotta hold true. Spirit is with us, even during this messy birthing. They're with us. And what are they saying? They're going to inspire us. They're going to give us the words we need to hear. The inspiration that we need to move forward, to keep moving, to keep the faith, to trust the process. That's it. Hold the vision. Absolutely. Yeah. Wild times we're living in. Wild times. Okay. So, 2, again, all about balance, but in the mental space. Chilling out, relaxing, especially as we move into June. That month of June is, the energy of 6. And that energy of 6 is all about divine compensation. If you did well through this month of 5, you will be divinely compensated in the month of June. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. So that 6 of Wands talks about that compensation, giving us that wonderful victory of having made it through some very turbulent times. All right, let's see what the brick has to say. Gotta love the brick. You can't make this stuff up. I don't care where you're from. Did you see that picture of the moon I posted? Ha! Got me a new phone. And this one's got a camera, like, yeah. All right, so I was a little reluctant to give up my old phone, but when I saw that picture come out, I was like, okay, that's worth it right there. Love the moon pictures. Okay, let's see what the brick has to say, because once again, Spirit has a way of making sure we get the message that is really the most important message for us to get. Which one, Merlin? The top one. This one. Can you see it? I discover who I am. Today I discover the riches that lie within me. I acknowledge my true self. I see myself as an unlimited being and marvel at the beauty of my life. I recognize the wealth of possibilities available to me as a being of light. As I learn who I am, I recognize the divine within me. Don't you just marvel at our creation? Like, how do you not get up every day, look around and go, wow. Like, it's just incredible. the trees, nature, grass, you know, vegetation everywhere, you know, animals, us, and the fact that we do what we do on a regular basis, and that we are here in this incredibly multi-dimensional, multi-layered, multifaceted time, and we're keeping up. Like, whoa, we are keeping up. And look at the challenge that is. We got everything in our everyday lives, our personal lives, our family lives, our work lives, our social lives, you know, our experience on a, national level, and even more so on a global scale. And we're keeping up. We are masters at this. And that's why we're here at this time. We're not inept, and we didn't come here to be exterminated. We came here because we're able to hold this wattage. We are able to hold the amperage of light necessary for this transitional time. That's remarkable. That's just so remarkable. And if you don't believe me and you want proof that Spirit's working with us and that this is the most incredible time for us all to be here at this incredible convergence of everything all at once, happening everywhere all at once, then ask Spirit to show you. Show you what the hell that looks like. What does that even mean, Spirit? Show me. I'm open to seeing your signs of evidence that that is what's going on, that I am the most incredible divine being who chose as a master to be here in support of this time energetically. Because even those of us who've already done a couple of layers up the ladder, a couple of steps up the ladder, came back down to be here for this experience. It really is something absolutely amazing. Where the hell did that book go? Just a minute. Okay. So yeah, just amazing. I can't stress it enough to people. I'm going to read you all something after when we're done here. But anyway, in the meantime, Moonology by Yolanda Boland. Oh, excuse me, Yolanda. Yasmin Boland. All I see was the Oland. I just made my own name for her. Not Yolanda. It's Yasmin. Yasmin Boland. Forgive me, lady. Artwork by Nyx Rowan. Love these names. Very cool. Let the moon be your guide. So let's have a little looky-loo at what the moon has to say at this very powerful time for the moon. Yeah, because I am. Just that. Sage burning. Crystal collecting. Tarot reading. Moon admiring. Kind of girl. Kind of woman. All right. 2 shuffles, Merlin says, and then I'll pull the card. All right. Where from? To the right, he says. To the right. Okay. Over here. This one. This one. Very nice. And even though it is not the blue moon, although they probably have one in here, I wouldn't doubt. Yeah, there is 112. So we'll pull it. We'll just have a little blue at what it says after the fact. We'll read it later. Because we need to. Because it's a blue moon. But in the meantime, this is the card we pulled. Isn't that something? Have faith in your dreams. The waxing crescent moon. Amazing. All right. And that number is... waxing crescent moon. Just a minute. Right there, 26. Forgive me. All right. Number 26. All right. Have faith in your dreams. Look at that. It's beautiful. It really, really is. And like I was saying, we've got to truly believe that this is working out for what we want. Don't give up. The situation you're asking about is still taking shape. You're nowhere near the end of the story. Whatever's happening now is just a step along the way. As they say in the self-help classics, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. However, the waxing crescent moon card is a reminder that you must still keep working towards whatever it is that you want. If you can't take practical steps, spend time meditating on the question you're asking about and allow your higher self to download information to you about your best next step. Overall, this card suggests that there is every reason to be hopeful for a very positive outcome to the situation you're asking about. So keep the faith. You can't make this stuff up. Attuning to the moon, I am focused on what I want. So eyes on the prize, folks. Eyes on the prize. If we don't let go of that vision and we hold true to it, what we hold our focus to, that's where the attention is, and that's where the energy flows to, right? That's where it all takes place and takes form in the material world. Additional meanings for this card: just because you can't see your dreams, it doesn't mean they're not manifesting. Don't look back. Stay focused on moving forwards. Be patient as events unfold, and dig a little deeper to find more courage. Love that. So let's read what the blue moon says, shall we? Believe in the impossible. I won't bother looking for it, so let's just get the message. As the saying goes, some things happen only once in a blue moon. In other words, hardly ever. Drawing this card suggests you're about to get a rare chance and that something one-off could well be about to happen. This card is a very positive sign if you felt like you're hoping for too much or asking too much of the universe. Whatever you're asking about, well, it might only happen once in a blue moon, but it can happen. However, with this rare opportunity before you, it's important that you believe in it. If you convince yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go in your favor, then guess what? It won't go in your favor. Be grateful for this card, which is a reminder to believe in your dreams. Here's an affirmation. I'm lucky. I am lucky. I am so lucky. I'm a lucky, lucky person. I'm a lucky, lucky woman. I'm a lucky, lucky man. I am lucky, lucky, lucky. I am luck made manifest. Put it out there. Put it out there. Saying it like 28 times, just like you would a Grabovoi code or anything else like that, manifests that beautiful vibration strongly in your field. I'm lucky. And then go buy a ticket. You got to believe it. Because if you don't believe it, no point. Right? You're just going to contradict yourself. Right? You've got to believe it. What you believe in, you be living. Think about that. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. Anyway, okay. So technically, the blue moon does not necessarily just apply to 2 full moons in a calendar month. It's actually 4 full moons from solstice to solstice. No, from equinox, to solstice, rather, and vice versa. So get 4 full moons between that 3-month period. That's that 4th blue moon. Anyway, have faith in your dreams. What a beautiful card. And so important for all of us, because we need to believe in the impossible, especially right now, because that's what it seems we're dealing with. But we aren't. We aren't. We actually do. We come through this. It's really exciting, I have to say. I know. Okay. Like that. Gateway of Light Activation by Kyle Gray. Gotta love these cards too. I like his energy. The vibration is very clean and high. Very pure, which is cool. Very cool. Okay, Merlin, which one? We're going to go to the left this time. All right, fine. That one. Pick 2. And now that one. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Here's the look. Here we go. First card. No, he did say pick 2. I don't know why, but we're picking 2. Pleiadian activation. Very cool. Pleiadian energies. Very strong right now. A lot of people connect to the Pleiadian energy and to the seven sisters frequencies that come through with that. Coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. What a beautiful, beautiful card. So let's have a little boo here. Pleiadian activation. Element OP. Thank God it's in alphabetical order. 118 is the card page. Coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. The Pleiades, also known as the Seven Sisters, is an open star cluster found in the northwest of the constellation Taurus. These bright blue luminous stars, which formed in the last 100 million years, are among the stars closest to Earth and are the cluster most obvious to the naked eye. It is for this... The Little Dipper? The Big Dipper? Little Big Dipper. Anyway. Excuse me. It is for this reason that they have been connected to many spiritual traditions through the ages. This gateway transports us to a space where we can witness the great coming together of the Pleiades. Each and every single star within this cluster is representative of a nation of divine beings. The Pleiadians are said to be human-like beings who honor the feminine and live in an advanced way that we on Earth could also experience if we were to accept and honor the holiness of the female body. If we were able to travel to the Pleiades in the third dimensional world, we would not find these beings, however, for they have transcended the physical state and they operate on a higher vibration. You can find the Pleiades in the night sky or look at an image online and then say, "Great Pleiadian guides, thank you for showing me how to heal the matriarchal line and honor the feminine so that I can support a more balanced and evolved form of existence." It's a beautiful card. And working with Pleiadian energy is very peaceful. Like, it's a very... communal energy. Like, you just feel like you're part of something bigger than you, and that there's many others who are with you in that. It's a community of energy. It's really quite something when you start working with the Pleiadians. So that's certainly something I would encourage people to do. Yeah, definitely. Okay, next card. You ready? Angelic frequency. Angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. Gonna like that too. Again, there's that root chakra stuff, right? We're safe. We're not here by ourselves. There is a lot of support. And while there's rules of engagement that prevent interference, you can call for intervention. And as long as you've asked for it, you'll get help. Because that's what they're here for. That's how this is working. We're supposed to do it. We've come here by ourselves. We can't do this whole job ourselves. We're just ground crew. There's so very many other assisting energies around us, available to us. Just got to call on them. Page 43. Angelic frequency. The angelic frequency is the energy of the angels in the angelic kingdom, which is aligned to the service, devotion, authenticity, and love. When this frequency comes to us, it's because the gateway of our heart is aligned with it, and we've essentially become an angel upon the earth. Angels are the heartbeats of Source, and when we are in touch with the angelic realm, we are also connected to the heart of God. This card features a being of light. See that? It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The streams of light surrounding it are the angelic frequency pouring down to light up our life. The image also unlocks our soul memories of our guardian angel. Before we were in this life, we danced across the midnight sky, and as the universe follows the law of attraction, our angel was attracted to us because our likeness was also in them. So when we become connected, and since then our angel has been with us through every lifetime and every experience. And I will tell you, we didn't come here by ourselves in that way either. We do have a buddy system, a guide, and an angel who are here along this journey to assist us along the way. Angels are drawing close at this time, so be open to signs and synchronicities that confirm this. It's important for you to know that through your actions, choices, and service, you have upgraded to your spiritual connection and your frequency. Rejoice, for you may be rewarded with abundance and blessings at this time, and you have been making choices that are not just for your own greater good, but for that of all those around you. Your guardian angel is with you now, helping you to remember your infinite power and your potential. Reach for the stars and trust that all the efforts you've been making, both internally and externally, will bring blessings and opportunities. The path you're on is aligned to your highest good, and the support you need is there for you. You are cherished by angels. I'm also going to read that Pleiadian energy activation, just because just because there was a little bit more, and I think I wanted to finish it up. 118. All right. Thank you all for joining me and your patience with me. Here comes a message about the Pleiadian activation. Pleiadian energy is about coming together in peace and in harmony. You are blessed to receive this gateway, for it's a powerful message of assurance that whatever uncomfortable energy you are experiencing right now will soon be washed away. The Pleiadians are beings who live in complete honor of their planets and their people. They acknowledge that in seeing and connecting with one another, they have an opportunity to see and experience the divine. They also know that the consequences of disrespecting others. It's for this reason that this is no longer possible for them. If you're being challenged by loved ones right now, aim to shift the dynamics of this relationship through a loving approach. The lesson you're facing at this time is an opportunity to heal old wounds and operate from a higher state of being. Yeah, gotta love this stuff. Two of Swords, balance in the mental space. Don't stress about stuff. Allow yourself to be okay with where you are, and that we are good, right? Things are going to be fine. I know it looks questionable currently. We cannot give in to the fear. We just cannot give in to the fear. And when we do, they win. Overcome. You know, The Wizard of Oz is a very enlightening movie. There's just so much to it. The allegory, the depth of the allegory is quite something. So if you ever get a chance to check out that movie one more time, ask your guides to help you see it. Ask your angels to help you see it from the spiritual perspective, so that you can really truly see what it's all about. And know this and know it well. Interestingly enough, the Cowardly Lion is the only one who gets the crown and his own authority back. Why? Because he had courage to face the truth. Even when he was frightened, he had courage. Think about that. Courage leads you to victory in the material world, in the material realm, in the grounded space. And it's okay. You can have fear. You don't think Jason was scared crap to fight the dragon for the golden fleece? Sure he was. But he had courage, and that's all it took. It overcame the fear because he knew the mission was for the greatest and the highest possible outcome. Let us remember that Spirit is with us and will inspire us with whatever we need to hear, think, see, feel, or know. You have to trust that. Trust them. Trust the process. Because when you do, you remember all of who you are. I discover who I am. Remember, today I discover the riches that lie within me. I acknowledge my true self. I see myself as an unlimited being and marvel at the beauty of my life. I recognize the wealth of possibilities available to me as a being of light. And as I learn who I am, I recognize the divine within me. Especially at this time of the blue moon. Because we are super powerful beings who have, not through any fault of our own, lost our memory of that. Lost our memory of who we really are. We have amnesia. And we're here to remember who we are. And then step back into that. It's not just about figuring it out, scratching the surface to figure out, what's there and who you really are. It's about reclaiming that and embodying that, rising above, transcending this third density. So, thank you for joining me. I have one last prayer I'd like to mention here. This is from Keylontic Science. Now, Keylontic Science, for those of you who are interested, before there was religion, before we were here doing what we're doing as the human beings and other nations that we are, and there are a ton of us, as many multi-nations and multi-dimensional nations that we are, we've been worked over and manipulated so very many times. But those of us who carry the light of Source, we're the ones that have taken those manipulations and still stood strong in our light, even though we don't even know what it means or what it's about. Many creator gods, but only one source of everything. And we are children of that source. And that's why we've been manipulated the way we have. Because we are human. We are light beings. We are light gods. And so from Keylontic Science, the vow of I am. And so Keylontic Science, I will tell you quickly, is the study of consciousness and creation. How it all came together. I am a child of the original one. I am a ray of the original sun. I am wholeness. I am love. I am the truth that spans the sands of time. I am a rainbow of the very first shine. I am music. I am light. Let the light descend upon me. Guide the way with golden light. No other God will stand before me. As I embrace the one true life I was born to live by the will of the original one. I'm a face of the original God. I'm a voice of the original sound. I am a wave upon the ocean of eternal light. I reach my arms up unto the heavens and say, I am this I am. And the presence of the Ancient One springs forth at my command. I am one with God. I am this I am. And as I decree, so it is. Yeah, that's who we are. Aside from all that other stuff. When you make that connection to the source, to your source of existence, of life, you're untouchable. Yeah. So remember that. You are a child of the original one.